The film begins in 1713 in a nomadic tribe living in the middle of the mountains, and life in this tribe is primitive, and all humans live in the style of ancient life, such as hunting to provide themselves with food or to defend themselves with swords, and this is because there is a legendary monster that descended from space to the planet Earth, and took over most of the existing civilizations, and in one of these tribes lives a girl named Naru with her family. She is very good at preparing herbs to treat war-sick people, but Naru is not satisfied with her lifestyle, and she tries to practice her fighting skills to prove to her family that she is a skilled warrior, and while she is training, she notices that there is a bear near her, so she tries to catch it with a sword. And her dog, Sari, helps her to attract the bear's attention, but Sari gets stuck in a trap and the bear runs away from them, so Naru quickly goes to rescue her dog and returns to the tribe, and she returns to the tribe and notices that there is a bird called the bird of prey in the sky, and this is a sign that she is starting her adventure to prove that she is a skilled warrior, and this adventure is called Katamaya, and Naru's tribe is the one who named Katamaya for this adventure, so Naru quickly goes to her brother Tabi to tell him that she saw the bird of prey, and so she is ready to take the adventure, because Tabi is Naru's older brother and he took the battle of Katamaya when he was young, so Tabi warns her that she is still young and needs to learn more to succeed in her adventure. And he tells her that in order to take this adventure, she must catch a predatory beast and this beast wants to eat it, but she is not very interested in Tabi's words and asks for his permission to return to the tribe and help her mother prepare the medicine, and there is news to the tribe that there is a lion running away from a person in the tribe named Hubby, and this will make the village warriors go on an expedition to search for this lion, so the best warriors in the tribe gather and Tabi is one of them, and this is because he is one of the best warriors in his tribe, and while they are on their way to search for this lion, they hear the sound of footsteps near them, so the warrior prepares his spear from them to strike an arrow at the source of this sound. But suddenly Naru appears here and says that she wants to help them in their mission. So they rush to her because she is weak and has not gone on a hunting trip before, but they decide that they will take her with them because she can follow the footsteps well, and this will help them find Hubby and the lion faster. So they continue their way and Naru continues to follow the footsteps until they reach Hubby. But they find him very sick, and this is because of the many wounds on his body. So they treat Naru with the herbs in the forest, and then they remove a wooden board made of wood to help them carry Hubby, and Tabi decides that he will separate from them to look for the lion and hunt him, and he tells Naru that she will return with them to the tribe to help Hubby and treat him, so she agrees with Naru and walks with the other warriors. While they are on the road, Naru notices that there is a dead body on the ground, and his skin is boiled and his intestines are eaten, and there are footprints of a huge creature. So Naru is surprised by these footprints because it is the first time she sees footprints of this size. So she asks the warriors to go back to her brothers and warn him, because of course this creature is very dangerous and can hurt him. So a warrior named Baka goes with her to defend her if any predatory animal attacks them, and when they reach Tabi's place, Naru tells him about the footprints of the dead body and the boiled dead body. So he tells her that this could be a bear, but Naru suspects that this is a very dangerous space monster, so she asks her brothers to be with her on a hunt for the lion, and tells her that this is her chance to take the Katamaya adventure, and hunt the lion herself. So Naru thinks of a plan to catch the lion with her to know how to hunt him, and her plan is to leave food for the lion on the tree, so that the lion comes to eat, and because he will be in a high place on the tree, his strength will be weaker, and then she can easily hunt him. So Tabi agrees to her plan and they really do it. And they keep waiting for the lion to come, and when the lion comes to eat and Naru comes out on the tree to face him, the lion keeps getting closer to her. And because she didn't go on a hunting trip before, she can't move, and she keeps going back, and in the meantime, Naru notices that there is a red light like snow, so she keeps looking at him until she falls from the tree and loses consciousness, and she finds herself in her tent in the tribe. And she knows from her mother that Tabi brought her here after she lost consciousness, and then she goes back to the forest to hunt the lion, and while she is talking to her mother, Tabi returns from the forest with the lion's head, because he succeeded in hunting him, so she celebrates with the tribe and invites the leader of the warriors, because of his skill in hunting and fighting. So here Naru decides that she will run away from the tribe, and she will start her adventure to find the strange creature that saw his traces in the forest. So she waits for the morning to come out and runs away from the tribe while they are sleeping, and she goes to a place in the forest to train in it, and she is ready to hunt this strange creature, and because she will stay more than a day in the forest, so she looks for a place to sleep, and she hunts rabbits to save food. And the next day she continues her adventure and keeps walking in the forest. And suddenly she sees a large group of animals skinned, and she also eats her prey in the same way she was skinned. So here Naru confirms that this creature is very dangerous, but she encourages herself to be able to overcome it, and she continues her way to look for this creature. And on the way she sees Naru the big bear accusing a cat, so she hides from him and she hits him with an arrow to catch him, but the arrow does not hit him, so the bear attacks her and he tries to sneak to attract the bear's attention to keep him away from Naru, but he does not succeed in this, so Naru runs and the bear runs after her until she reaches a closed place from the tree and hides in it. And in the meantime, the strange creature appears and attacks the bear. And Naru notices that this creature is hidden, so she can't determine his target. But he is strong enough to easily defeat the bear and eat his prey, and because of the blood that falls on this strange creature's body, a part of his features appears, and he looks scary, so Naru runs away quickly before he attacks her and kills her. And as she runs away, she finds a group of warriors from her tribe coming, and they are coming to bring her back to the tribe by orders from her brother Tabi, but she refuses to go with them because she wants to continue her adventure. So the leader of the warriors attacks her to force her to return with them, and he manages to make her walk with them. And in the middle of the road, the leader of the warriors decides to rest and drink water, and in the meantime, he hears the sound of footsteps of an animal near them. So he prepares himself to catch it, and he finds that it is just a wolf, and he catches it easily. And he goes to the leader of the warriors to get his head. And as soon as he holds the wolf's head, a lizard appears on it, and he hits it with spears, and the leader of the warriors dies. And suddenly this strange creature appears here, and attacks all the warriors. So Naru takes advantage of the battle between the warriors and this creature, and she runs away, but suddenly she notices that this creature is being killed, because a spear was hit by one of the warriors. So Naru runs away and runs in the forest. But Baka stops her, who is hiding to catch this creature. But Naru notices that the creature is chasing them, so she runs with Baka, but the creature can catch up with Baka and kill him. And Naru continues to run away, but her legs are tied in an iron chain and she can't escape. So the creature comes after her, but something strange happens here, which is that the creature does not harm Naru and leaves her. And at this time a group of warriors appears, and hits Naru on her head, so Naru loses consciousness. And when she pulls out, she finds herself trapped in a wooden cage. And the leader talks to her, but she does not understand the language he speaks, and luckily he has a translator with him, so he talks to Naru, to find out any information about this creature, because she must have seen him, but Naru refuses to talk to her, so the translator tells her that they kidnapped her brother Tabi, and the leader comes out of the cage where he is. He hurts him to force Naru to talk, but she refuses to talk, so the leader ties her to the tree with her brother. To be a bait for this creature. And they keep waiting for the creature to come closer to them to catch him, and at this time Naru talks to her brother about this strange creature. And she tells him that she chose this creature to be her knight. To end the Katamaya adventure. And she tells him that this creature approached her once, but he didn't do anything, because he only harms people or animals that pose a threat to him. And while the warriors are waiting for the creature to come closer to catch him, he looks at one of the warriors behind him, and finds that they are all killed, and the creature is the one who killed them. So the warriors run away from him, but the creature attacks them and can easily defeat them. And this is because he uses advanced weapons such as the weapon he pulls out of his hand. So Naru takes advantage of this time to break the rope that is tied to him. And she uses the iron chain to cut the rope and run away with it. So she approaches the chain and cuts the rope. So he goes to Tabi to bring a horse to run away with him and his fire. And she sets fire and frees her dog. But she opposes the warriors. So she kills them with her fire and frees her dog. And before she returns to Tabi again, she opposes the warrior. And threatens her that he will kill her with a gun if she does not heal the wound in his leg. So she agrees to heal him in exchange for taking the gun from him and teaching him to shoot. So he agrees to this warrior and tells her how to use the gun. And he tells her the appropriate amount of cold that the gun will need to shoot him. And suddenly the creature appears behind them and kills the warrior who is with Naru. But she manages to escape from him and hides behind a tree. So Naru notices that the creature does not see her, because she is hanging in her neck a bag in a flower called the orange flower. And this flower is the reason why the creature does not see her. At this time Tabi appears and attacks the creature to kill him. And Tabi manages to hit the creature and injure him. So Naru takes advantage of this time to fill the gun with cold to hit the creature. And she tries to hit the creature but she fails, because the amount of cold is not appropriate. So Tabi tries to attract the creature's attention so that he does not attack his sister. But unfortunately the creature kills him. And Naru runs away at this time because she can't handle him. And she goes to the top of the mountain to hide from the creature. And there she notices that the leader of the warriors is in the same place. So she hits him on the head to wake him up. And she takes him with her to torture him and kill him, because Tabi tortured him when he was kidnapped. And she eats the orange flower to hide herself from the creature. And she makes the leader feed the creature. And at this time the creature comes and attacks the leader of the group of warriors and kills him. So she takes advantage of Naru and turns on the creature, and she hits him with the gun in his head, and this time she succeeds in putting the appropriate amount of cold, so the mask that the creature was wearing wakes up here, but he does not. So she takes Naru's mask and runs away, and she thinks of a plan to kill the creature. So she makes a potion from a group of vines to injure him with just a few of them. And she puts his mask between two rocks to use it to kill the creature. And she keeps waiting for the creature to get close to his mask. So the creature comes to take his mask. But he does not pass between the vines that she was holding. So she attacks Naru to kill him. And she succeeds in cutting his hand. And at this time he makes a noise to attract the creature's attention. So she takes advantage of Naru's time to come to the creature and cut his leg. And she runs away from him to come after her. And she starts stepping on a place where there is a moving sand. So that the creature falls. And she hits him with her mouth in his chest. And attracts the sand and falls into it. And as soon as the creature stands on this sand, he starts to pull down. And she thinks of Naru that this is how she fell on him. But suddenly he comes out again from the moving sand. And as soon as he comes out of it, he gets laser beams. And the source of these beams is his mask, which Naru stole to use it to kill him. And Naru says at this time the sentence that proves that her catamaran adventure was successful. And the sentence is that this is the last step for the creature. And he is struck by the satisfaction of seeing a creature. And thus Naru leads the creature. And succeeds in ending her catamaran adventure. And she takes the head of the creature and returns it to her tribe. To prove to them that she is a skilled warrior. So she celebrates with her tribe. And appoints her as the leader of the warriors. And thus she is the successor of her brother in the tribe. And the movie ends. Do not forget to say your opinion in this movie.